So the crypto markets await Donald Trump's inauguration on the 20th of January 2025. And from the date of recording, we are looking at just under 3 days from the time of recording. So I thought it was quite fitting for us to do an assessment of Donald Trump's pro-crypto policies before the inauguration and share with you guys our thoughts and where we think the market will go. We just hope that this video will be edited and posted before the actual inauguration for some of the things we're going to cover in this video to make sense. We're going to try that. Anyway, guys, this is FD, your host for Sit5.tv, where we bring you weekly updates on various subjects relating to the crypto markets. And today we want to share with you our critical assessment of Donald Trump's pro-crypto policies. Where is that going to take Bitcoin first and foremost, as well as the wider crypto markets? Where are they heading? And what else should we expect in 2025 and beyond? But before I proceed, guys, please know that what I'm going to share with you in this video is not financial advice. These are just my own opinions. If you do require financial advice, guys, by now you should know what to do. You should approach someone who is actually trained to do so. He's going to take an exam to give people financial advice about their money. The information contained in this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes, and it's also not targeted at UK audiences for the sole reason that the UK authorities do deem anything crypto related to be extremely risky, and they're trying to protect you, which just makes sense if you ask me. That said, let's come back to our assessment of the incoming US president, Donald Trump, with second bite of the cherry. What are his pro-crypto policies going to do to the crypto markets as well as to Bitcoin's price? Let's start with one of the most talked about policy that Donald Trump has been publicly sharing wherever he gets an opportunity: the strategic Bitcoin reserve and market capitalization. The proposed US strategic Bitcoin reserve aims to position the US as a leader in the digital asset space. Analysts suggest that such a move could significantly impact the price of Bitcoin, with projections ranging from $180,000 to $400,000 per each coin by the end of this year, 2025. This would naturally elevate the cryptocurrency market capitalization, potentially reaching unprecedented levels. I'm okay with that, but I'm not sure I want to base my strategy for taking profits on a value or a number. I'd rather use the timeline than to use a number, because this is what gets people ranked in this market. We are creatures of emotions, and these things, they tend to go crazy. And when they are going crazy, we do not know how to control our emotions, so numbers are always dangerous. So the US embracing cryptocurrencies at a federal level is likely to influence other countries to adopt similar approaches. Already, you got the likes of Japan, Switzerland, Russia, El Salvador, and I think Argentina as well, and some countries in Asia and some in Europe. Actually, they are considering holding Bitcoin as a reserve in their treasuries. This trend suggests a growing global recognition of digital assets as integral components of national financial strategies. It's technology. You can't just brush it aside. Technology has got a habit. If you brush it aside and it's evolving, you'll be left behind such that when the time comes, when you have smelled the roses and you want to catch up, you might not catch up at all. There will be new players and you'll be playing second fiddle. In other words, your country will suffer at the hands of those who have managed to adopt that technology quite earlier than you. So some key appointments and regulatory framework that is coming out of the US, you got President Trump, or the incoming President Donald Trump, appointing several crypto-friendly individuals to key positions within his administration. Of note is David Sachs, who has been named the White House AI and crypto czar and is being tasked with developing a legal framework for the cryptocurrency industry. Such appointments are expected to foster a more supportive regulatory environment, encouraging innovation and investment in the US crypto sector. I mean, even here in the UK, we always moan about all the governments of all shades, to be fair, lacking an industrial strategy. At least Donald Trump is trying to have a strategy for AI and the crypto industry. Here in the UK, things are just different. It's all about social policies. Instead of actually first establishing industrial strategies that will provide a platform for these social agendas to be set up and achieve their objectives. Because without a good industrial strategy, where are you going to have the resources to finance the social policies that any government tries to come up with in order to either pay back to their supporters or just to become popular? In other words, you could say buying votes. That's another expression, buying votes. You need a proper industrial strategy. At the moment, here in the UK, don't think we have one. And this is an opportunity. Crypto and AI, we need a clear industrial strategy with measurable objectives so that people will know when they get there, and this is how it's measured. At the moment, nothing. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. So such appointments like that of David Sachs are expected to foster a more supportive regulatory environment, encouraging innovation and investment into the US crypto sector. Fair game to him. He's doing his bit. He's probably going to create a legacy on AI and cryptocurrency, and that is what is going to define Donald Trump's presidency across the two different terms he's serving. So the crypto stance of the new administration, the Donald Trump administration that is incoming, has already influenced market dynamics. Bitcoin's price has approached and gone past $100,000 at the time of recording, driven by investor optimism and macroeconomic factors. Additionally, institutional adoption is on the rise, with pension funds and asset managers all exploring investments into Bitcoin and other digital assets. While the outlook appears positive, it is essential to approach these developments with cautious optimism. The cryptocurrency market is inherently volatile, and policy implementations may face unforeseen challenges. Moreover, the global regulatory landscape remains fragmented. There is no coordination whatsoever. So coordinated efforts will be necessary, between countries or across the globe, among many different players, to address issues such as security, fraud, and market manipulation. And that is a nice segue into my final thoughts, where I'm going to give a balanced take, because it's one thing just giving all the Occam or all the bullish stuff. You also want to temper that bullish stuff with some level-headed assessment. So let's start with the Bitcoin price and market capitalization. My most bullish price for 2024, assuming US adopts the Bitcoin reserve agenda, has been touted lately. Institutional interest and microeconomic conditions align. Bitcoin could, I'm not saying it will, but it could. It hit 300K. But like I said, I'm not going to base my targets on a number, because markets always undershoot or overshoot your target. So timelines are found. It's quite a better way of setting targets. You'll have a number, of course, but also make sure that you align that number with your timeline, investment horizon, that is. So the market capitalization at 350,000 per Bitcoin, and assuming a supply of 19 million tokens, will probably put Bitcoin's market cap at around 6.65 trillion. So let's just round it up to 7 trillion, which is quite achievable. So if it is 7 trillion for Bitcoin, what about the overall market capitalization for the whole crypto market space? Well, if Bitcoin dominance remains or stays between 40 and 50, but I expect it to get a lot lower, then the crypto market capitalization by the end of this year could range between 13 to 15 trillion. That would be crazy, right? Think of it now, we are just over, I think we are about 3.57 trillion. So going to 15 trillion, you are looking at just under 5x, just say 5x to make things simpler. And that will be driven by increased adoption of things like Ethereum and the layer 2 scaling solutions, institutional grade DeFi products, growth in tokenized assets and NFTs. I think tokenized assets is going to be huge. Just imagine Tesla stock being widely available to be traded across the globe 24/7. You no longer have that 8:30 or 9 till 5 or whatever they do. Now it's traded 24/7, including weekends. That will be huge. You no longer have these guys who say, yeah, we got to settle your transaction, we got to settle your share offer and your purchase and stuff. It's all happening on the blockchain, and it's instant, and it can be peer-to-peer as well. I think that would be brilliant. But you also got to consider some challenges here, guys. You got regulatory hurdles where US actions might invite stricter global scrutiny. So because it becomes mainstream and you are bringing in institutions and governments, there might be stricter global scrutiny across the globe. So there will be no way to hide them, saying, no, I'm not based in the US, I'm based in Cyprus, or I'm in British Virgin Islands, or I'm in Barbados or Cayman Islands. You can't say that now, because there will be no way to hide. Countries will make sure that everything comes to the fore. Everything is clear and transparent. What about the macroeconomic certainty as well, or uncertainty? Well, inflation, recession risks, or market downturns could delay crypto adoption. That's possible, because where people have less to spend on food and accommodation, these are the basic needs, they will not be playing within the crypto space, because most of it is speculating. So you can't forgo food and accommodation just to speculate. It doesn't work like that. It's the basic needs first. You remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It comes into play in this. It becomes real, and it actually plays a part in this space. What about scalability issues? Well, the ability of blockchain networks to scale sustainably remains a significant challenge. So my final thoughts is that Donald Trump's second term is poised to significantly reshape the cryptocurrency industry, and is going to leave a mark, and probably, like I said at the top of the video, create a lasting legacy for him and his family and the name Trump, both domestically and internationally, because I can see countries like the UK copying whatever the US does. Otherwise they'll be left behind, because whatever the US does, if other rivals follow suit, then if you are UK or Germany or any other European country, you'll be in trouble there, because you'll be playing catch up. In most cases with technology, that's a dangerous game to play. So the establishment of a US Bitcoin reserve, coupled with a supportive regulatory framework, could drive substantial growth in market capitalization for Bitcoin and the wider crypto space, as well as set a precedent for global adoption of cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and the wider digital assets. So what do you guys think? What do you think Donald Trump is going to do? Is he going to stick to his promises, or is going to behave like any other politician who can lie and say whatever they want just to get elected, but when they get into power, you see that they knew and they just choose not to follow through, or they didn't know about how things actually work whilst you are in government, which then means that person might yet be incompetent to be president or prime minister of a country if they didn't understand how things work and they were just putting things on their manifesto just to try to get elected. That is what destroys public trust in politics. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts as far as the incoming president of the US is going to do and what his actions and decisions are going to do to our beloved industry. Let's hope he follows through on his promises, and let's hear a mind-blowing, explosive bull run where all of you who are watching this video are going to get filthy rich and you are going to be set for life. Until the next one, guys, this is FD for Search5.tv signing out for now. Bye.